Welcome to something short and sweet in the Parsha this week, Parshas Vayigash. These Parshios, we have the pleasure of reviewing the sterling character, the beautiful character of Yosef HaTzadik. Yosef HaTzadik, among other things, exemplified achva, brotherhood. From the first time his father sent him to look after his brothers, he knew that all was not well between them. And yet his father asked him to go, and he went. He went to the place where they should have been. He finds a person there, and the fellow says to them, Nasu mizeh. And Rashi explains, Hisio atzma min ha'achva. They've left their brotherhood. They are not looking kindly at you, and yet he goes. He finds them, and we know the rest of the story. It wasn't pretty. They wanted to kill him. Then they decide to throw him in a pit. Then they sell him down the river to Egypt. So last week's parsha, he finally meets up with them again after 22 years. And the pasuk says, "Vayakir Yosef esecha v'heim lo hikiruhu." When they had in the power to take care of him years before, they didn't act with minhag achva as brothers. They had lost their brotherhood. And now, all these years later, he now has it in his power to get back at them. He sees them as brothers. And in this week's parsha, when he's about to reveal his identity, he asks the Mitzrayim, his guards, anyone with him, he asks them, you have to leave the room. And Rashi explains, echoing the words of Chazal, that he didn't want to embarrass his brothers. But the Medrash tells us, Lo kashura asa Yosef. He made a big mistake because he put his life in danger. One blow from one of his brothers could have killed him. Why did he do it? Because they were his brothers. And he didn't want to embarrass his brothers. The brothers who tried to kill him. The brothers who kidnapped him. The brothers who didn't say a word for 22 years. He felt brotherhood together with them, and he was willing to risk his life. Now, it's really very interesting that he wasn't far off. It wasn't a ridiculous thing that Yosef HaTzadik did. After all, we do find that when they first came to Mitzrayim, and he said to them, feigning being somebody other than their brother, he said, what's going on here? 10 brothers come together? You guys are imposters. You're spies. Why would 10 brothers come together? And they answered him, Kulam ish echad nachnu. We are the son of one man. And the Ramban explains that Yaakov Avinu felt that they need to stick together. Brothers need to stick together. And the Rosh Hashiva of Henoch Libetz Hassal explained, even though there was some danger in that. That's why Binyamin couldn't go down to Mitzrayim. There was some danger in that. And yet they needed to be together. Brothers needed to be together. Brothers needed to look out for each other. They can't be apart, even if there is some danger. And Yosef knew this. Yosef, the great student of his father, he appreciated achva throughout his life. Maybe, perhaps, he made the mistake early on with the dreams But after that, he understood the message of Achva. These are my brothers. And even though he put himself in danger, and it seems from the Medrash that it's a danger that he understood, but he didn't want to embarrass his brothers. Have a great Shabbos. Thank you so much for listening.